Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. We are literally watching a massive transition happen right before our eyes. We're moving way past the days of AI just being a simple chatbot or a funny image generator, and we're officially entering the era of the digital coworker. Today we're going to cut through all that social media hype and focus purely on the technologies that exist right now, because they are fundamentally changing how we work. So, let's just dive right in. AI is no longer just a chatbot. Seriously, it's not just a passive answering machine anymore. It's rapidly evolving into a system that actively partners with us. We're talking about technology that can conduct deep research, crunch incredibly complex data, help out with strategic planning, and even execute multi-step tasks. It's an active participant in our daily workflows now. To really wrap our heads around the scale of this, think back to how the internet changed work decades ago. It didn't just hand us information, right? It transformed businesses and fundamentally rewired our daily routines. This AI shift we're experiencing, it's creating the exact same kind of parallel transformation across almost every professional sector. It's not just a cool new feature, it's a completely new way of operating. And to figure out how you fit into this new world, we need to look at a major paradigm shift happening in the industry. Which brings us to this paradigm shift: builders versus operators. Think of the AI ecosystem as being split into two main camps right now. On one side, we have the builders, the machine learning engineers, the software developers, the data scientists who actually write the code and create the AI models. But on the other side, that's where we find the AI operators. These are everyday professionals using existing AI tools to make their work faster and honestly just better. A small business owner drafting emails, a researcher summarizing massive PDFs, or a content creator using AI for scripting. The good news is you absolutely do not need to become a machine learning engineer to thrive today. The real opportunity for most of us is mastering the skill of being an effective AI operator within the job you already have. Let's move from the theory to the practical tools, specifically focusing on automating the tedious work.
Take Google's NotebookLM as a prime example of this completely new way to research. The workflow is just so simple. Step 1, you upload your own PDFs, documents, or even websites. Step 2, you ask a question specifically about that material. And Step 3, the AI gives you an answer with direct citations. It's focusing exclusively on your sources. It can spin up study guides, FAQs, mind maps, even those crazy audio overviews. For students or business professionals, this literally eliminates hours of mind-numbing manual reading and sorting.
But hey, a quick reality check here. AI-generated information is not automatically flawless. It can, and it absolutely does make mistakes. That is why it's absolutely crucial to always verify the important details against your original source. Think of AI as a brilliant, but, occasionally clumsy assistant. You still need to double-check its work. Another massive game changer is data analysis. Imagine staring at a huge spreadsheet with thousands of rows of data. In the past, you'd be stuck building complex formulas and hunting for patterns for hours. Now, tools like ChatGPT and Gemini act as instant data analysts. You just upload your data and ask the AI to spot trends, highlight unusual values, identify your top performing products, or break down monthly sales. And it doesn't just spit back a wall of text. It instantly whips up comparative tables and beautiful charts, just like this sales data breakdown. The big takeaway here is that this doesn't eliminate the need for a human analyst. Far from it. Instead, it just automates all that incredibly repetitive formatting, which frees you up to focus on what actually matters, interpreting the data and making high-level decisions. Okay, so we've looked at analyzing data and summarizing text. Now let's explore the true frontier of the AI landscape.
The cutting-edge agentic and reasoning systems.
Welcome to the absolute frontier, Agentic AI. With a normal chatbot, it's a simple one-to-one exchange, right? You ask, it answers. But Agentic AI goes way further. You don't just ask a question, you give it a goal. If you say, create a travel plan for me, it doesn't just drop a generic list of tourist spots in Japan. Instead, it actually plans. It uses web browsers to gather real-time info, compares flight and hotel options, and independently executes the multi-step goal of building a complete, organized itinerary. We're even seeing these systems assist in complex software development. Obviously, they aren't fully autonomous yet. They still need our supervision. But that leap from just answering to actively planning is profound. And right alongside Agentic AI, we have massive breakthroughs in reasoning models, which you've probably heard about recently with DeepSeek. To grasp how models like DeepSeek R10 get so incredibly smart, we have to talk about reinforcement learning. Think of it simply as high-speed trial and error. The AI system attempts to solve a really complex problem, it gets feedback on its performance, and then it adjusts its strategy. Rinse and repeat. Through this repetitive training, the model genuinely gets better at complex reasoning tasks. It's completely opening up entirely new debates about how we train these systems across the industry. Actually, speaking of DeepSeek, we need to clear up a wildly popular viral myth going around. You might have seen headlines claiming an entire top-tier AI model was built for just a few $1,000,000. Let's be objective and look at the actual number, $5.57 million. If you read the DeepSeek v3 paper, this figure actually represents the estimated rental cost for roughly 2.7 million GPU hours for one specific training run. So it's highly misleading to claim this was the total development cost for the entire AI company, or the complete cost of the R1 model. It is so important when we look at these staggering tech statistics to know exactly what the numbers actually represent. Anyway, seeing all this incredible capability from deep research to automated planning brings us to the million-dollar question. The climax. Will AI take jobs? The reality here is just so much more nuanced than a simple yes or no. Look, AI is definitely going to automate heavily repetitive tasks. It is absolutely going to change the day-to-day methods of how our jobs are done. But simultaneously, it's going to create entirely new roles that we literally haven't even thought of yet. And most importantly, because AI is not this perfect system that flawlessly understands human context, it will continue to desperately require human supervision and intuition. Which brings us to our ultimate takeaway. That old mindset of human versus AI is just the wrong way to look at the future. You are not competing against a machine. The real competition in the workplace of the future is human plus AI versus human. It's going to be a competition between the professional who has learned to seamlessly integrate AI as their digital coworker and the professional who simply refuses to use it. This AI revolution isn't some distant sci-fi movie future. It is actively happening right now, today. It's totally revamping research, accelerating data analysis, and pushing the boundaries of logical reasoning. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final vital thought. The most valuable skill in tomorrow's economy won't just be what you know in your head, it will be what you are capable of achieving when you pair up with these tools. So I ask you directly, what can you get AI to do? Thank you so much for joining me, and I highly encourage you to get out there, start experimenting, and find out exactly what you and your new digital coworker can accomplish together.